Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of those daytime TV shows that we're doing is Days of Our Lives, which you know is my favorite show. That's a daytime TV show that's on the air right now. But before I get into that, okay, so last night, as you know, was All Stars 3 for RuPaul's Drag Race, right? And I didn't do the recap last night because A, I had been drinking, because I needed to get some sleep. So I got some sleep, and then I woke up this morning and I did the recap this morning, the next day. And but okay, what I think is a little bit funny is that I've been doing this show now for over a year. I've been doing it for close to 2 years now, every single day. And I have done many reality competition shows like The Amazing Race. I've done that like 3 seasons. I've done Dancing for Relevancy. Good Lord, I live for Dancing for Relevancy. You know, and I did that, and I always do that show the day after the, you know, results show airs, so it's not like there's that much difference in time. But no one ever said anything until this morning when I posted my recap, and everyone's like, "You spoiled it!" Now, listen. If I understand, I totally get it. If I was on the East Coast and I posted it right after it happened, before the West Coast even had a chance to see it, but I don't. This is the West Coast, so half the country had already seen it, or not even half, 3/4 of the country had already seen it, and then there's us. So you know, and then all these people were, you know, upset. So I do want to, I apparently, maybe it's because I said who went home in my little blurb that I write about, you know, each episode of the show that I do. So, but I've done that before too, also on The Amazing Race and on Dancing for Relevancy. So I'm not, you know, I'm irritated, not because everyone was spoiled, you know. I apologize for that, actually, I do. But, and I won't do it again. I'll still do my recaps the day of the actual show airing, but I'm not going to say who went home in the little comments, in the little blurb that I write about each episode, because let me tell you, if you are going to sit through this fucking thing, then you're going to know who won or who went home or whatever. You know that, you know, if you, I mean, how long, and here's another question, how long do you expect people to wait? Especially, this is a recap show. I'm recapping the show that aired. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going on Twitter and saying, oh my gosh, you know, I can't believe so-and-so went home, you know, right after it happened. I mean, you would have to literally click on the video to watch the YouTube video to find out, you know, who went home. I mean, and if you've sat through, at this point already, it's already 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, you should know, you know, spoilers are coming. Okay. So, but I do want to say, I'm sorry. I did not, I didn't do anything different than I normally do. But apparently now people are, you know, queens, you know, my people. They got all upset, so I apologize. Okay, moving on. So, remember how last night, or this morning actually, I talked about how, that I probably wouldn't be doing Days of Our Lives after tonight for like a couple weeks because the Olympics are airing? Well, I might want to hold off on that because on Twitter today, the actual show, like not like some fan, like this was an actual show, tweeted that they're still going to air during the Winter Olympics. And to keep watching the app. I was like, well, shit. Okay. Damn. So, I don't know. Maybe next week will be another Days of Our Lives So I guess we'll find out next Friday when we'll see if they have had any episodes air at all last week. We'll see. All right. So now that I've completely wasted half of this recap talking about everything else. Okay, so in terms of Days of Our Lives this past week. So this past week was a little bit different because John Black, Will and Paul, basically, they found out that he is the one poisoning Steve, his best friend. So this, there's this one guy, he kind of looks like a cross between Darius Rucker and Forrest Whitaker. Apparently he works for the ISA, and I found out what ISA means too. I think it means, International Security Agency, something like that. And they're the ones behind why John is trying to kill Steve. So why they're doing that, we still don't know. But Will wanted to confront John, and Paul went to go run after Forrest Whitaker. So Paul did, and the guy pulled a gun on him, and then they fought, and then Paul ended up getting the gun. And then Will confronted John Black and said, I'm going to call Marlena. And, if this man has poison, you got to know he's got to be packing heat. And sure enough, he pulled out a gun and pulled it on Will. And he took him to the DiMera mausoleum, and then Will actually had a brain for once, and he called Paul on the phone, and he just left the phone on. And then he says, why are we at the DiMera mausoleum? He was trying. And so Paul ended up going to the DiMera mausoleum, and the show ended on Friday with John pulling the gun on Paul, and we'll see if anything happened. But so that was that story. We still don't know what's going on, and Steve and Kayla, I don't know, it's giving them something to do, I guess. Also, I had to put up with a lot of scenes of Sierra and Claire and Trip, which I don't mind Trip. And you know what? She has grown on me, Claire. Claire has grown on me. Sierra, I still can't stand Sierra. I'm sorry. I don't care who's playing her. They just cannot write. They cannot get it together. The writers cannot get it together to write for Sierra. I'm just saying. Here's the thing, though. Remember how annoying Claire was when she was born? When Sean and Belle were her, parents, and she was, oh gosh, she was so annoying. And what was funny is my mom used to take care of this old lady, and they would watch Days of Our Lives together, and they both hated Claire. They could not stand Claire. This was way before she was rapidly aged. Now she's like, 18, 19, however old she is, but I don't know. Okay, and then, in terms of Andre DiMera getting whacked, Andre DiMera getting it last week and just, the police arrested Gabriela Hernandez, because they showed this security footage, right? So, because Stefan had handed over the security footage. Now, first person that got arrested was the first person they saw, and that was Anna, because she had lied to the police with her alibi, and so did Roman, so they were both brought in. But then Carrie shows up, and she gets them, released. Well, okay, so now they're out, so then they keep watching to see, if anyone else shows up. And they see a woman with hair similar to Gabi, wearing Gabi's coat, carrying the urn that was used to kill Stefan. No, not Stefan, I wish. No, it's Andre. The urn carrying Tony's ashes to kill Andre. So they arrested Gabi. Do I think it was Gabi? No, I don't. I'm sure. Because they never saw the woman's face. So, I'm thinking it was someone dressed like Gabi on purpose so that they could throw off Gabi. And, I mean, it could be Vivian, but see, her hair, well, you know, Vivian's hands would look like an old lady hands. You know who has the same color as Gabi, though, is Stefan. So, I would love it, actually, if Stefan was the one wearing Gabi's wig with the I mean, that would be pretty fierce, but something tells me they're really not going to do that on the show. Whatever, we'll find out. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. And I apologize if I spoiled All Stars for you. Now you know, don't watch this show if you don't want spoilers. And I promise I won't write who goes home in my blurbs. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. And you can hashtag days to talk days of our lives. You can also hashtag YR to talk Young and the Restless. I'll do that tomorrow. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube video sent to your email inbox every single day. And also, you can also look around for Storytime with Angel Benton, my new bi-monthly series where I tell stories from my life. I started off with the Britney Spears incident, so check it out. Alrighty, everyone, have a great night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.